Hey guys, and welcome back to another new Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and in today's video I'm going to be going over some returning features that should be returning to Animal Crossing New Horizons in the future. These are things that have been foreshadowed in New Horizons, so I'm going to go over those here, and I will say there will be some spoilers in this video, so watch out for that. And if you're excited for this video, be sure to leave a like to show your support, and let's get straight into this. So, quite a while back, you guys probably, I don't know if you'll remember this or not, but this was like March, April time. This was before we actually got this update with the art in the museum. Cranky characters would say, and they probably will still say this, they said, can't say I know too much about art, but I feel like there's some in the museum for me to gawk at. So this was kind of foreshadowing that art was going to return to New Horizons, and it actually did. This actually happened, which was really exciting. This was kind of a talking point for a lot of people because they were like, okay, Fang's talking about art, yet we don't actually have this in the game. Why would they write this in if art wasn't going to be in? And absolutely correct, they did add art very soon after, and that's very cool. However, that is not the only instance of this sort of thing happening. In fact, it's happened quite a few times since for things that we don't yet have in New Horizons. Look at this one where Peanut or Peppy characters will say, I've been waiting forever for the new Super Gyroid Brothers game. Now this is pretty cool, and to be fair, we do technically have a Gyroid, Lloyd, in the game, but when these characters talk about Gyroids, and this isn't the only instance of them doing that, they talk about them with all their crazy movements and the sounds they make. For example, you can see two Peppy characters talking about seeing Gyroids on TV, and they mention mimicking the dances and the noises that the Gyroids make, which is really cool. Of course, Gyroids are known for those iconic noises and the sort of gyrations that they make, which is really interesting. And it definitely seems like Gyroids are being hinted that they'll return, because why write this dialogue in for like new players if Gyroids aren't actually in the game? It's like they preemptively put this dialogue in the game so that in the future, when Gyroids are in the game, they don't have to add this text in, it's already there. Might seem a bit confusing now for newer players, but once it's actually in the game, everything will kind of make sense. Now, we're going to go on to more spoilery territory because we do know in the data mine that Gyroids have actually been referenced quite a fair bit. We're still yet to see them, but I do think it's very possible we'll see them return soon. They're definitely going to return at some point according to the data mines, which have always been accurate, to be honest. So we'll have to see when they return, how they're going to look, how they're going to function, where we'll find them. It might be different in this game, and whether we'll actually get a Gyroid museum exhibit like has been speculated quite a fair bit. That definitely would be super exciting, and it's just nice to see the characters actually talk about them and reference them this early on despite not having them in the game yet. Next, we have the normal characters who will talk about Dr. Shrunk, who maybe not everyone misses so much, but I think he's pretty cool, and Gladys says here, pust, 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 pst, pst. I thought this was gonna be a book club meeting to discuss Dr. Shrunk Explains It All. So yeah, she's referencing Dr. Shrunk, which is pretty cool. Dr. Shrunk, of course, gave us our emotions or reactions in the previous game, but in this game he can't really do that because we just get them from our villagers. So what would Dr. Shrunk even do? To be honest with you, I think Dr. Shrunk is the type of character who will probably return as a host for a new type of event. Kind of like how Reese and Cyrus returned to do their wedding photos, I think Dr. Shrunk will return for something like that. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see how he'll return. I don't think there's any evidence of him returning in the data mine, but when it comes to like specific characters and such, we haven't really seen too much of that in the data mine, so he could easily be hiding in the game's code right now, and we just wouldn't know. I definitely would like to see him return though. He's been in the series since Wild World, so a series regular, and he's always been fun to get reactions from, and, you know, emotions as they were called in the previous games. Next we have Clay, and he is talking about the biggest, most exciting one for me personally. Clay says, I'm still wide awake. I guess Brewster was right. 17 cups of coffee is too many. So in this you get two, boom, boom. You get Brewster, and then you get coffee. Of course these two go together. But the fact that Clay is talking about coffee like Brewster has actually served it to him, despite there being nothing for this in the game, really hints to me that they wrote this with the roost being in the game in mind. You know, this is really exciting to hear, and we definitely know from the data mine that the Roost and Brewster will be coming back. We just don't know when. Brewster and the Roost have been in the game's code for a long time now, a really long time. So we've known for a while that they would be coming back. but we just have no evidence to suggest when they'll be coming back, which is definitely a shame. I would love to know exactly when. I'm personally still hoping it's going to be this winter time, you know, late November, that update. I think we very possibly could see Brewster come back for that. You know, having a warm cup of coffee or a hot chocolate in the colder seasons does make a lot of sense. And of course, Clay and our other lazy villagers are definitely ready to see him return, just like we are, which is very cute and exciting. Now finally, we have to talk about the characters who are 100% definitely confirmed to return by Nintendo themselves. This was confirmed way back in February, where they said 3 updates after game launches, and we can see here 3 characters who we don't yet have in the game. We have, of course, Franklin, who hosts the Harvest Festival. We know that he is coming this November, in this November update. That's confirmed. We've already seen in the free update bit at the end of the last trailer that Franklin will be returning. That's a definite. We have Pave. Of course, we know he hosts Festival in Animal Crossing, so that'll be really cool to see him come back, and definitely looking forward to that. That should be around February or March. I'm guessing February, or maybe even maybe late January, to be honest. I don't remember. It changes every year, I think. And of course, we have Bunny Day as well, so that won't overlap. And I definitely think we could also see Blanca return around then, you know, April Fools and that kind of stuff. We of course have Jack, who's already returned, so there's even more proof that these characters are definitely returning, but it's fairly obvious anyway. And then finally we have Jingle, who also was confirmed with the late November update. So those are 2 characters that we'll be seeing very soon, Franklin and Jingle. But who knows what else we may see return in this new update. I'm definitely excited for it. I did actually do a speculation video on that if you guys want to check it out, but of course in this one we're talking about things that have been foreshadowed. If we want to talk about other characters that have been referenced, we do actually have a reference to Brewster and Dr. Shrunk on KK Sliders. Is it his guitar? I believe it's his guitar. There's little like stickers for them to reference the fact that he used to play in the Roost, and then also a reference to the fact that he used to play in Dr. Shrunk's Club LOL, which is really fun. Then we also have a little picture of Nat in the museum, in the little lab area. Maybe Nat will return there one day and do something in the lab. Maybe we'll be able to see, well, I can't even, oh my god, I feel so bad for forgetting his name. I'm not even going to go over it. You know, the fishing guy. I literally can't believe I forgot his name. I'm going to get roasted for this in the comments. It's totally understandable. Chip. That's it, Chip. Okay, don't roast me, guys, please. Chip and Nat, they could easily return to the museum and maybe, like, as scientists or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm literally so excited for these updates. I'd love for you guys to tell me, have you seen anything foreshadowed in the game's, like, text? Have you seen characters mention things that could be returning? I'd love for you to tell me in the comment section down below. That'd be really great. And it's been fun to go over all of these things that have kind of been foreshadowed to return in the future. I want to give a big thanks to my channel members who help support this channel. If you want to join and get a bunch of cool packs, click the join button down below the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and you can also subscribe for even more Animal Crossing content. I really appreciate all your support on these videos, and be sure to check out more videos on the right side. You can also check out my links and my merch in the video description, and I'll catch you in the next one.